everybody, and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and today we're going to do a Tarot Pick-a-Pile card reading for August of 2021. This will give you a general idea of what you might be looking forward to in August, the kinds of energies that are going to be happening for you, the things to look out for, and that kind of thing. We have 3 different piles, as usual, to choose from. We will be looking at our tarot cards. We will also be doing our charms, or oracle spheres, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to. And we'll also do our angel numbers for the month as well, so you can get some special messages from the angels. Okay, so we're going to do all of those things, and as well as with each pile we have a fortune cookie that has a randomly picked message for each of you that pick that pile. So we have pile 1 here with the turquoise fortune cookie, pile 2 that has the pink fortune cookie, and pile 3 that has the violet fortune cookie. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 3, and here in a few minutes we're going to give you a moment or so to reflect on the piles, and then whichever one is drawing you in the most with your gut instinct, telling you that that's the one you should watch, that's the one that should have the messages for you for the month of August. Okay? I would just love to tell everybody that is viewing right now, thank you so much for being here. We very much appreciate you watching the channel. If you have subscribed, that's awesome. Thank you. If you haven't yet, we'd like to invite you to do so. Also, if you could share the channel with your friends and family, put a link to our channel on your social media account so other people could get a chance to check out our videos as well. If you feel like they're worthy enough for that, we would really appreciate that. Also, after you watch your reading, if you like it, we would love it if you gave it a thumbs up. And we would also like it if you gave us comments. I read every comment and I try to respond to them all. And I really appreciate it when you guys leave me comments. It helps the channel out greatly. And I just personally like to read them as well. But all of those things are very useful to the channel, and I just would like to say thank you to all of you guys who do those things, and for all of you who are going to do those things in the future. Okay, we're going to give you some time to reflect, and then when you're ready, you can go directly to your pile and get your messages for the month of August of 2021. See you there. Hello, Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the turquoise fortune cookie. Remember, these are messages for August of 2021. We're going to be looking at our tarot cards here. We will look at the fortune in the fortune cookie. We have our charms. We also have the oracle sphere, so don't forget to be thinking of your yes or no type of question. And we also have our angel numbers that we're going to be looking at as well. To find out if there's any specific messages the angels would like to give you all for the upcoming month. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. We also have a romance tarot oracle cards here that we're going to be looking at to see what might be going on in the romantic department for the month for you guys as well. All right, so let's just get started. Let's go ahead and look at the fortune cookie first, see what message is in there. There was someone rather annoying in your life that you need to listen to. Well, that's an interesting message. Someone annoying in your life that you need to listen to. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys mull on that for a while. I got a feeling you guys might have a clue who that might be. It's probably somebody who's been trying to tell you something and you've not been wanting to listen to them. Okay, so that's some interesting advice right there. Let's see what else we've got going here. All right, we have the Strength card. Give it a second. We have the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, wow, The Six of Pentacles. Oh, what a nice month. The Ace of Cups. Looks like you guys have an interesting month coming up. The Chariot card. The Queen of Pentacles. Wow. The Hierophant. And the Snake card, number 7. That's intriguing. Sorry about that, guys. I'm dropping stuff off the desk here as I'm looking it up. First of all, because of the message that we just had over here in the Snake card, I kind of want to talk about that first because it kind of jumped right out at me. Besides some of the other stuff that I see going on for the month. By the way, I see the month as being a potentially really good month for you. So that's exciting from that point of view. But it does look like we might have something to deal with. There's somebody in your life that might be doing you wrong, might be deceitful in some way, or an enemy. It's probably somebody you don't know is against you, or somebody might be trying to work against you, and this could be in your love life, this could be in your career. I think it's different for each of you depending on what's going on in your lives, but I do think that there's somebody, and there's probably been somebody who's been trying to warn you about this or telling you to be careful, and that might be where the message is that you need to listen to them. I kind of in connecting the two together just a little bit. So that's probably what you need to listen to them about, but there might be some other things that you need to listen to them about instead. That's possible for some of you guys, but that's just kind of the connection I'm getting is between that message and the Snake card here. Okay? It could be all kinds of things. To me, there's somebody in your life, like I said, either romantically or professionally, or somebody trying to, act like they're a friend and they're not, or they're hurting you in some way. They're working against you in some way, shape, or form. It could be minor. It could be something not, very important, or in the grand scheme of things, it might not, hurt you much. Or it could be somebody who's really trying to sabotage something. They're maybe trying to sabotage your happiness, or a promotion, or you looking good in your boss's eyes, things like that. And that could be happening as well. I'm going to let each of you guys kind of mull on that and kind of get in the energy of who that might be in your life and what you might be able to do about it. Just be aware that there's probably somebody who is trying to sabotage you or work against you in some way, shape, or form coming forward, or has been trying to do so. Okay, so just kind of let you guys know that. And let that, that be something for you to kind of be warned about and maybe be able to guard against. Okay, so that's kind of that energy there. But as far as the rest of the energy for the month goes, I see that you got some new exciting things coming up this month. I think you might be offered, I see different things for different ones of you. Or maybe even a combination of these things, so it's kind of rather exciting. But I see things like getting accolades at work, or being offered a promotion, or both, kind of working together, getting certificates, getting praise, getting, that kind of thing. But I also see for some of you guys, and we might see that in the romance cards when we look at them as well, some of you guys might be offered a marriage proposal, or somebody might be committing more to you than what they have in the past. If you're already married, it just might be a really good month for you guys to connect and get together and feel better about yourself. But I'm seeing lots of things like that. You're on a good, exciting journey in the month of August. You're going through a renewal. You're starting out new things. You're getting more recognized than you have in the past. Authority figures are looking at you and giving you their approval. You might, I see promotions. I think the word promotion kind of comes to mind a lot. So promotion, getting Sorry about that. My doggy heard a noise. Um, but promotions and certificates and accolades and things like that is the kind of thing I see for the month. Is that just that your life should be going along pretty well. You should be getting things should be a lot easier for you. You're probably going to be starting out on something new. You might start a new job this month. And I think that's gonna, if you guys are starting out on a new job this month or a new project or a new romance, I see something new coming about in August that's exciting. It's a new adventure, new journey, um, something new and different that should work out pretty well for you. So something new is probably going to come around in August, and it's going to be exciting. And like I said, you're going to get praise, you're going to get noticed, you're um, maybe going to graduate. I see that for some of you guys. I know it's not a normal graduation month, but I see that maybe, you might be getting your graduation certificate from school. You might be finishing up something. Like, the first thing that popped into my head, so this might resonate with some of you guys specifically, is like culinary school and like getting your certificate and then starting a new job as like a chef kind of thing. I know that's very, very specific, so I know that's not going to pertain to very many of you at all. But that's the kind of energy I'm seeing for some of you guys, is that you might be graduating from the learning phase into the mastery phase. Like, you've learned and now you're able to go on and actually apply the skills that you've learned, if that makes sense. So I see graduation for some of you guys. And moving forward, I see possibly promotions and moving up in the world. I see people offering things to you during the month. Like I said, offering accolades, offering promotions, offering proposals, offering gifts, advice, all that stuff. I just feel like people are going to be looking on you very favorably for the month of August. You're going to be if you have social media accounts and you're posting things, I think likes and other things like that will go up. I think people will be very cheered by your, what you've been doing, and they'll let you know that. I think if for those of you that's not for, it's just that whole feeling of people giving you praise, people offering you things, like I said, offering promotions and things like that. That's kind of the energy I see for the month, is just a lot of that whole wish fulfillment. Some of the things you've been wishing for and hoping for will come to you this month. I see this is just a very nice month for you guys, just one that you're going to be smiling a lot for the month. I see a lot of, cheerful smiling and happiness and that kind of thing. So it's a really nice month for that kind of thing. It's a really good month to grow. It's a really good month to start new projects, especially things that you find emotionally fulfilling. It's a good month to maybe start a new romance if you're not already involved in one. It's a good month to strengthen one that you're already in. That kind of thing. So that's just kind of the monthly energies I'm feeling for you. Let's see what we might pull out specifically for your romantic life. We get an idea here of what. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Well, okay, because that works out really well with what I was saying just a minute ago, in that it's a good time to start a new relationship. And it would be in the getting to know each other phase, but also for those of you that are already in a relationship, it's a good month to strengthen those ties and strengthen those bonds. Have some time together where you just spend together. I've been married over 30 years, and I still sometimes will find out something about my spouse that I didn't know. Or I might reveal something about myself that they didn't know. Because either it didn't seem all that important, or it just never came up in conversation, or and it's so exciting when those things happen, because sometimes you find out so much more about that other person, or your ideas about them deepen and get stronger and all. So That card's great for both of you guys that are in a relationship and the ones that aren't. And for those of you that have not been in a relationship for very long, this is a really good chance to really get to know each other and really start strengthening those ties and so forth. So yeah, this month just looks like it's going to be really good for that kind of thing all the way around. So I really think for career and love life for sure, this month should be really good for you guys. It should work out really well. Let's go ahead and look at our charms and our angel numbers. And then that way we can see if there's any other messages or any other energies or other things we might be looking at for the month as well. We'll just kind of look at all of that. Okay. I want to be looking for some new charms and get some more different ones. I have hundreds of them in here, but I would like to have some more too, because you can never have too many charms, I don't think. Okay, well, we got the money bag symbol. That's awesome. That just goes to show the wonderful, financial rewards you should be seeing this month. So that's really cool. We also have the cake with the cherry on top. So once again, lots of celebrations going on this month. Things that you can celebrate. We have the tree of life, which is, exciting. Putting down roots, growing things. Okay. We do have, give me just a second here. I'm thinking about this for just a second, but I do think, well, I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to look at it here in a minute. I'm going to make sure what I'm thinking of is right with this before we go on here. Okay, but we do have some other cool stuff to look at here. We do have the heart with the moon and like Saturn in it, which is really great because to me that shows long-lasting, loving relationships, that kind of thing. So I think that's pretty cool. I really like that. We also have the feather, which to me shows that spirit is kind of with you. We did have the Hierophant earlier as well, which I kind of saw as authority figures and traditions and other things kind of looking favorably on you. But also, with the feather here, that shows our ancestors, guardians, passed on loved ones, other people like that are kind of looking at us, and they're kind of, they're on our side, they're with us, they see what's going on, they're kind of looking favorably down on us, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the energy I get from the feather whenever it shows up. We have two letters here. We have an N and a P. I think of no problem when I see that, which is kind of funny. Which means, I don't see any major problems for the month, which we kind of already talked about a little bit earlier. But also, I let you guys kind of look at the letters and kind of get an idea if there's anything you guys see with them that might mean something to you. Like they could be initials, or certain words might come to mind for you when you see them, that kind of thing. So I kind of just let that kind of go on its own, just whatever you guys find is best there for that. So I kind of just let that go its own way. We also have the drama gloves here, or the dress-up gloves. There might be some drama this month that you have to worry about a little bit. We did talk about that there might be somebody that's trying to sabotage you in some way, or they're kind of, working against you in some way. So you might need to worry about that just a little bit. That is a possibility, and something that you might do there. Okay, we also have the seahorse and the owl. The owl is very wise. And so I think that kind of symbolizes the wise person that you need to pay attention to. It could be the annoying person that's the wise person that your message earlier referred to. So, you got to be thinking about that. But I do think that there's somebody wise there that, might be telling you something. Or it might indicate that you're going to be making some good, wise decisions during the month or that kind of thing, too. So all that's going on there as well. Okay. We also have, earlier we had the scorpion show up for Scorpio, and that often shows hidden things. Sometimes Scorpios get a bad rap of having, being kind of mean and biting and backbiting and stuff like that. But generally, Scorpios are just all about the hidden things, bringing up hidden agendas and stuff like that. And since we were talking about there might be somebody in your life that has a hidden agenda against you, or is somebody that we need to worry about, possibly, then that was something that I just thought was kind of a warning symbol, to pay attention to that, or that's something that you need to be looking into or paying attention to. So I think that warning, kind of permeated throughout the reading a little bit. So I do think that that's something definitely for you to pay attention to or to be thinking about when the time comes, okay? So let's go ahead and go on to our oracle spheres. And if you're unfamiliar with how these work, basically you think of a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to. It just needs to have an answer like yes, no, maybe, probable, not likely, very likely, things like that. So it needs to have that type of answer involved with it, okay? And then you pick a stand here. We have 4 different stands. We have blue, bronze, green, and silver. So you pick a stand that you would like your answer to appear on, and then we will go and we'll get our answers, and then that will be, your answer for your question, whatever question you've been thinking of. Now, there have been some other people who have utilized these in other ways. They have gone through and well, I'm not even exactly sure how they used them. I think sometimes what they did is maybe picked a stand to represent something and then a different stand to represent something else. And then they would go through and whatever answers appeared on them would help them, figure out things and things like that. But, if there are ways that you've decided to use these besides, just picking a stand for your answer, that's great too. And we do encourage that. But let's just go ahead and get our answer. It looks like we've already got one here. All right, the number 1 blue is a not now. The number 2 bronze is a very likely. Drop one? Oh, guess it did. That happens sometimes, or one will fall out, so I want to make sure it didn't happen. Number 3 green is a not likely. And then a number 4 silver is a not now. Interesting. So we have blue not now, bronze very likely, green not likely, and silver is a not now. All right, so there is our oracle sphere answers. Now let's get our angel numbers. Now what I like to do with these is very similar in that I have a bag of angel numbers 1 through 55 right here. And we go through and we pick out 5 different numbers. And each number represents a specific message or specific ideas related, whatever the angels are trying to communicate to you. So what I like for you to do is pick a stand to have your angel number to appear on. And then you can look up that number and you can find out what the angels were trying to tell you specifically. That's one way. But people have utilized these in other ways as well. Sometimes they'll take all 5 numbers, and those would be the lucky numbers for the month. Certain specific numbers might indicate certain days of the month that might be important for something, or might resonate with you that way as well. There are a couple of links in the description that you can go to, that you can type in your specific angel number that you're looking at, to see what the message might be for you guys, okay? So we have stand 1 here, which is purple. We have stand 2, which is bronze. We have stand 3, which is green. Stand 4, which is silver. And stand 5, which is red. Okay? So I'll give you guys a second or so to pick your stands, and then we'll get our numbers. All right. Number 1, purple, is 19. Number 2, bronze, is 47. Number 3, green, is 36. Number 4, silver, is 45. And number 5, red, is 15. All right, so purple is 19. Copper or bronze is 47. Green is 36. Silver is 45. And red is 15. So there's your angel numbers for the month. All right, guys, this sounds like it's going to be a really cool month for you guys. It's really interesting. Hey, if you guys get a chance to come back and leave me a comment, let me know how your month went. I would really appreciate that. I know it's not something y'all think to do, but if you did, that would be great, and wonderful. Don't forget to put a link to the channel on your social media account so other people can check out our channel as well. Check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings out there, and they're on lots of different topics. So we do the monthly readings, but we also do those as well. So that might be something that you'd like to check into. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you can do so. There's a button that we put up on the screen here in a moment, or YouTube usually has a subscribe button right there, right by our name of the channel. So it's an easy way to do that. It is free to do so, so we recommend that you do that as well. Don't forget to hit the bell icon too, so you can be notified of future videos when they come out. We do put out videos every week, so we do look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the pink fortune cookie here. Remember, this is for August of 2021. We're going to be looking at our tarot cards. We're going to be doing our charms, our oracle spheres, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to. And we're also going to do angel numbers for the month as well. So the angels have an opportunity of giving you any messages that they might have, or so that you can have lucky numbers for the month and things like that. So we're going to be doing that later on in the reading too. Let's take a look and see what our fortune message is first of all. It's really intriguing for Group 1, so let's see what it is for you guys. A cheerful message is on its way to you. Oh, well, that's nice. Wow, that sounds really cool. I like that. Okay, we also will be looking at our romance oracle cards here in a little bit as well to get an idea of what might be up for you in the romantic department for August of 2021. All right, let's look at our cards. Let's see where we're at. We're on the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, the Page of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the High Priestess, the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, wow. The 6 of Cups, the World card, the Ace of Pentacles, and the number 17 Stork. Once again, that's a message. And I love the number 17, by the way. If that resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, you should look that up as one of the angel numbers as well. This is interesting, what all this is about. The stork can deal with changes, tradition, important life changes, and I kind of see that going on here anyway, that you've gone through some stuff. But also, I do think of the stork as messages or bringing you something, coming to you. Because we think of the stork as bringing babies, and that could be the message. Maybe some of you guys are going to find out you're pregnant this month. I see that as a possibility for some of you guys. Obviously, that's not going to resonate with everybody because that's, not everybody's, going to be in that situation. But I do see that as a possibility for quite a few of you guys this month. And you guys may have a desire to have a baby, so that could be really exciting for you guys if that's the case. He does promise change for the better, and I really like that because what I'm seeing here is I really feel like you guys, especially relationship-wise, are stuck in an energy of protectiveness. I think you've gone through very recently maybe a very dramatic or poor breakup, or you've had a heartache maybe. And this may not be with your relationship, although with most of you guys I feel like that's probably the case. But I really feel like you guys are really in this protective mode, in this mode of feeling like you need to protect your heart because it's been broken. Okay? I feel like you will probably enter the month in this energy because I think you're kind of already there, maybe. But I do think your life is going to change for the better during the month. I think either a new romance might start that might make you start to feel a little bit better, and maybe start breaking into that protectiveness mode a little bit. Or if that's not the case, if that's not the right energy, if that's not resonating with you, some of you guys might be having a heartbreak because you lost your job. Okay, that's possible. I do feel like this is mostly relationship rated for most of you guys that's watching the reading, but there could be a few of you. If that does not resonate with you, if you're happy in your relationship and you haven't had a breakup or big heartache involved with that, then maybe it has been in some other area of your life, like your job or something. But what I see for the month coming forward, and what's exciting about the Stork and the Ace of Pentacles and the World card and the Six of Cups, so all the stuff that came up later, and even some other stuff in the middle here, is that good news should be coming to you during the month. Good things should be happening for you, and new changes should be on the way, and they should be good changes. They should be things that enhance your life, improve your life, make things better. I do worry about the protective mode that you're in. I do worry about you trying to protect yourself from getting hurt and from people trying to cause you harm, or you perceive them trying to cause you harm and stuff like that. That worries me a little bit. So I'm hoping that you guys can work your way out of that mode, or let yourself receive the good messages and the good news that are coming to you this month, because sometimes we can get too caught up in the other thing and then we don't always see the good things that are happening. And I worry about that a little bit for you guys for the month. So I just kind of wanted to warn you, to let you know, first of all, good news is on its way and coming, and good prospects are coming for you, and that it's a good idea to try to open yourself up for that. Okay? I'm trying to think of how else, or what else I want to say about that, because I do see some good, exciting things, especially towards the end of the month. I kind of feel the number 25 is kind of sticking out to me, or later in the month, like from the 17th on, more like the third week, fourth week of the month, that things should start turning around for the better. Things should start looking up. You should start feeling a little bit more youthful and joyous, and maybe a little bit, better. We do have the High Priestess energy, which I see as, in this particular card, I see her as, seeing some good news, seeing some, nice things for the future. That's the energy, the vibe I'm getting from the card. The good news coming your way. I see that in the Six of Cups as well. That somebody might offer you something that will make you feel better or make you feel, like in this case, usually it's the energy of somebody having enough that they can give out something. You notice how it's almost a child receiving the gift. And this would be like his, maybe first chalice that he could start doing some stuff with. And I kind of get that energy is that there might be somebody who is going to offer you something like that. Give you a gift of being able to start something new. Like I said, changes for the better. That's what the Stork card indicates. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for the month is some changes for the better. They could be a new partnership, and not necessarily a romantic one, just a new partnership. They could be a new romance budding and starting up. It could be a new job offer. And also, I did mention earlier that there's a few of you that might find out that you're pregnant this month. And that might be exciting news for you. The energy I'm getting from that is that maybe you've had a hard time getting pregnant, or and so you don't want to get your hopes up, that kind of thing. And maybe that's a protectiveness that I feel. You don't want your heart to get broken again, that kind of thing. But it is, because that would be a change in your life for sure if you're pregnant. But it would be a change for the better, as I was mentioning earlier. That's what this indicates, is a good change for the better. If nothing else, is news that should help change your life for the better, that kind of thing. So just be on the lookout for some good news this month, some changes that should happen that should make things feel better for you. It should make you start to feel a little bit more passionate, more fiery energy again. A little bit more back to life and not so worried about things as you have been. Okay, so that's kind of the energy I'm seeing for the month, is that good news coming your way and a good changes for the better, especially towards the end of the month for most of you, and all that. Let's go ahead and look at your romance card, and let's see what you might be dealing with specifically in your romantic life. Some things you might be dealing with there. Let's go ahead and do that. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay. So for those of you who are not in a relationship and would like to maybe attract one towards you, your attitude about things makes a big difference. And this is showing that by basically appreciating the things around you, what's happening, people will see you as more attractive and will be drawn towards you. Because if you just let your natural, and this is one thing I'm getting from you guys for sure, is that you guys have a natural beauty about you. It's an inner warmth that shows when you're not depressed, when you're not upset, when you're not in the protective mode we were talking about. When you just kind of let yourself be you, and you just appreciate the life around you, you smile, you have this radiant glow about you that others find appealing. When you're not letting yourself getting overwhelmed with life, when you're not overprotective of your heart. And see, that's just it. You guys have such a good heart that you want to protect it, because it's really hard on you when you feel like it's going to be broken again or somebody's going to stomp on it. And so you've been kind of in this protective mode. You've been kind of in this, where you don't want to let it out, where other people can kind of, get to your heart again, because you are such a kind, generous soul. I see that with you guys. You guys are just so loving and have so much love to offer and so much warmth to offer. That's just a word that comes to mind when I see you guys. That you definitely can attract love to your life very easily just by being who you are, letting your natural inner light shine, that kind of thing. It's there for sure. There's no doubt. Uh, for those of you who are already in a relationship, um, this is just letting you know that your relationship can grow and prosper and be happier if you don't let um, the every day of life get you down. Sometimes things happen throughout the day, little things that get on our nerves. We start to get upset, we get a little depressed, and sometimes we let that go on longer and day after day. And then we start, we don't smile that much. We don't appreciate the things that are right in front of us. Everything gets on our nerves. And that's hard for our partner to. I'm not saying that they fall out of love with us or things like that, but it's harder for them because they have their everyday stuff going on too. It's harder for them to remember all of the reasons why they love you. And since you guys are such a warm, loving person, that's probably the huge, big reason why they love you so much is because you exude that warmth and that love and all of that. And they kind of just drink it in. And if every day things going on pile up, and pile up, and you are more protected and that kind of thing because you're worried about life stomping on you, as we were talking about earlier, then it's hard for you to radiate that out, and it's hard for your partner to feel that from you. And that's all they really need from you. They don't need really much else. They just need to see you smile once in a while. They need to feel that inner warmth and light because you warm them, you heat them, you give them what they need, okay? And that's true for those of you who aren't in a relationship at the moment either. When you get into a relationship, that's really important to remember for you guys because your partners, that whoever you end up being with, that's what they need from you the most is to see your inner light and your inner warmth and to feel that because that is what they get from you more than anything else you can possibly do for them, okay? So it's just kind of something to let you guys know. Let's go ahead and go on to our charms and our oracle spheres. That way we can get an answer to our yes or no question. We can look at our angel numbers, see what kind of messages the angels might have for us. And we'll also see if there's anything else in the charms that we might look into for the month as well. Okay. What kind of energies are we looking at here? Okay, this is interesting. I really like this. We have the sun and the moon and Libra. Both of those, to me, show a balanced energy. They show both the light and the dark and how that's important, and how it's important to both things in life make life worthwhile, basically, the light and the dark. Wow, okay. Something else we got going on here. I feel like some of you guys might have been dealing a little bit with your health in the last few months, and maybe that is something that your protective energy is going towards or with. And just letting you know that I think that that's something that will probably get better during this month as well. Maybe some good news, like your cancer might be in remission or other things like that, if that is something you guys have been dealing with. We do have some cards here. We have the Eight of Swords, we have the Nine of Diamonds, and we have the Queen of Hearts. Once again, this energy can show worry, anxiety, other things like that. But then we also show the release from that, the um, feeling better, the moving forward, the feeling better emotionally and happily. I kind of see with the Queen here. We do have the angel heart and we have the winged heart. And whenever those show up, I almost always think that there is some passed on loved ones. Maybe one of the things that's happened for you guys is you've lost somebody recently. And that is the energy. And this, to me, whenever these come through, is it just shows that those passed on people in your life, they're there for you, they're supporting you, they're with you, they are trying to make you, they want you to feel better, they want you, to be happier, they want you to not be stuck in this energy, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the messages I get from that. So that was just kind of came through there. We do also have the heart swans here as well. So this might deal, because one's a child and one's, kind of the mother. So this might deal with children a little bit for some of you guys. And so, just know that that love is always there and it's always a bond. And it's strong, okay? We have the Christmas tree, which to me, that kind of shows, first of all, it's a tree, which is a symbol of life. It's a symbol of renewal, that kind of thing. But also being the Christmas tree, I think of wishes. I think of getting wishes granted. I think of magical things happening, that kind of thing. So that's really a good symbol, a good something going on there. We also have the rooster, the wolf, and the tennis shoe. The tennis shoe to me can be, I think of a journey. I think of a new, like I said, also, what I think of when I see like, a shoe like this is I think of the Greek god, the messenger god, and you think of, getting a message once again, because it's just one shoe and all that, just kind of his symbol just kind of came into my mind. And so once again, I thought of this important message that you're going to get, or this information that you're going to get that might be really important for you guys. We do have lots of letters here. We have a J, A, P, E, M, and R. Okay? Lots of words can be spelled with this. I see mare and map and lots of other words that are there. So those might mean something specifically to you if certain words come to your mind. If you think of certain words, you can always put them in the description so other people can get them as well. So there's lots of words that can be made with this that might mean something specific to somebody looking in on the reading. So I'd like to let you guys kind of work with the letters a lot yourselves. So I'm going to let you do that as well. Let's go ahead and look at our oracle spheres. And how this works is we have 4 different stands here. And what we like for you to do is think of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to. A question that can have an answer like yes or no or maybe or probably or any of those types of answers could come. And we have 4 different stands. We have bronze, green, silver, and blue. And basically you pick a stand that your answer will appear on, and then we get our answers. Okay? Other people have utilized these in other ways, and if you find ways to do that, that's awesome too. All right, number 1, bronze, is a yes. Number 2, green, is a probable. Number 3, gray, is a not sure. Might mean the question wasn't very clear. Or it could mean certain things have to play out a certain way before an answer can be given, because the answer might change. And a number 4, blue, is a very likely. All right, so number 1, bronze, is a yes. Number 2, green, is a probable. Number 3, gray, is a not sure or silver. And number 4, blue, is a very likely. So there are our Oracle Sphere answers for the month. Let's get our angel numbers now. What I like to do with these is very similar. Is we have 5 different stands, and I'd like for you to pick a stand. And then we have 1 through 55 angel numbers here. And we get our angel numbers for each stand, and then that will be the number that the angels are trying to communicate with you through. There will be links in the description to a couple of different websites that you can go to, and you type in whatever angel number it is, and you can find out the different meanings of that particular number, so you can get an idea of what the angels are wanting you to look at or focus on or try to tell you. Also, some people utilize these in other ways. They will pick more than one stand, so they'll have more than one number if they feel compelled to do that. Sometimes they'll take all 5 stands and use those as lucky numbers. Some of the numbers might indicate certain days of the month that might be important, that kind of thing. So it's whatever resonates with you the most, and whatever you feel like you should do with these. I kind of let you guys do that all on your own. So let's get our numbers here. Number 1, silver, is 49. Number 2, red, is 42. Number 3, purple, is 11. Number 4, bronze, is 23. And number 5, green, is 45. Wow, lots of 40s in this one. All right, so the number 1, silver, was 49. Number 2, red, was 42. Number 3, purple, it was 11. Number 4, bronze, was 23. And number 5, green, was 45. So there's your angel numbers for the month. Guys, I really hoped you had some messages that came through that would be useful to you for the month and that you can do something with. I am excited to hear about how your month comes out and what exciting news that you're going to get is. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. There is a button that will pop up here on the screen, as well as a button that YouTube provides near our channel name that you can subscribe to the channel. You can also check out our other videos. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of topics. So there might be some out there worth watching for you that you might like. Please remember to put a link to our channel on your social media account so other people get a chance to check out our channel as well, in case we have some good messages for them. We do put out videos every week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the violet nice fortune cookie we have going here. And we have our tarot cards we're going to be looking at. We also have our charms that we'll look at a little bit later, our oracle spheres, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to, and our angel numbers, so that the angels will have an opportunity to give you some messages directly dealing with your month and some things that might pertain to that. We do have our romance oracle cards we will be looking at as well to see if we can find out anything specific about your romantic life we might need to look at as well. All right, so let's just look and see what messages we have and what things come through. The first two were kind of interesting, so. A chance meeting opens new doors to success and friendship. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, so it sounds like you guys might be meeting up with somebody this month that you didn't expect to, and it's going to lead to some good things for you guys. So that sounds pretty good. All right, let's see what else we got going here. We got the Princess of Swords. We got the Ace of Cups. Yes. The Ace of Swords. Oh, definitely new starts, new beginning. Two of Wands. The Eight of Wands. Oh, wow. Okay. The World card. Oh, that's beautiful. The Queen of Swords. The Page of Swords. Wow. Lots of swords energy. Good ideas. Temperance, the Magician, and the 32 Moon card. Wow. That's exciting. Okay. It's interesting how I see lots of head and like manifestation type stuff, like inspiration and um you're manifesting things in your life that you want, but then also with all the swords energy, that's very much a, mind, ideas, knowledge, power, things like that. Um, but with the moon card and the magician and temperance and those cards, I in the Eight of Wands, I see more of a, spiritual energy and more of a, you know, intuition type of thing. So I really feel like this month you might be able to find a really good balance between your head and your heart this month. Um, and your ideas and your wishes. Like, I know what I'm trying to say. Basically, is that your ideas this month have an opportunity to, you can take your ideas this month and manifest them into really good things, as in abundance, happiness, that kind of thing. Because I really feel like you're going to get some ideas that come to your mind this month. Things are going to, new ideas are going to pop up into your head this month. Things are going to come to mind for you, and you're going to be able to turn those into really good things. That might have something to do with the chance meeting that the message talked about a little bit ago, in that whoever you meet up with, maybe, a partnership might come about, or they might give you an opportunity. Maybe you can start talking to them and you can tell them about something, and maybe they'll help finance an idea of yours, or, there's a lot of different scenarios there that can happen. But I really feel like you're on a journey this month of taking your ideas and putting them into action. Using your intuition, using your heart and your mind together to manifest some really good things in your life. I feel like you're going to, this is a good manifestation month for you. This is a good month for you to really start, if there have things that you've been putting out into the universe, if there are things that you've really wanted and you've been putting it out there in the universe, this is the month that's going to start, that's going to be underway, that the ideas are going to come to you to make that happen. Possibly the chance meeting as well, that kind of thing. And I really feel like it's going to be a month where you can really utilize both your head and your heart during the month. That your emotions and your intellect are not going to be in conflict with each other like they sometimes can be. They're going to be in more harmonious mode. You're going to feel, they're going to work together towards the things that you want. That kind of energy. So I really feel like you guys are really going to be able to have some really good ideas, and you're going to be able to do something with them. You're going to be able to take those ideas and run with them, basically, and turning them and transforming them into something worthwhile and good for your life. You're going to be able to do that this month. You're going to have a lot of really good ideas. You're going to have a lot of strength and passion for your ideas, and they're going to turn out very well for you. I think you're going to be on your road to being very successful with these kind of things. I get a lot of inventor vibe, a lot of new creative idea vibe as well, but just the vibe of, like I said, of being, just taking whatever idea you have. It doesn't even have to be invention or anything new or different. It could just be an idea that pops into your head, and it's something that will help make you money. It doesn't have to be new or different or anything else. It just could be something you hadn't thought of before. Or this person that you're going to meet up with might give you some really good ideas or really good direction to be able to do that. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting here, is lots of magical manifestation energy of being able to turn your ideas into good golden ideas, good ideas to turn your life around, and that kind of thing. So it's gonna be an interesting month for you as far as that goes. Um, Seeing who the universe is going to have you meet up with. It could be somebody you already know, but that you just hadn't seen them in a long time, or didn't mean to see them, but you might have an opportunity to tell them about what you're doing. Or it could be a stranger that you just happen to strike up a conversation with, and they'll end up helping you out. It's really cool how the universe does that sometimes. Has us meet up with people at certain opportune times that can help us out and do some things that we've been wanting to do. And I do feel like that's kind of the mode you've been in, is that you've really been wanting to manifest certain things in your life, and you've really been wanting to do certain things. And this is the month that that opportunity is going to take hold. This is the month that those ideas, you have a chance of actually getting them out there to people, and getting them into somebody that might even be able to turn them into something better, or be able to do something with them. Because sometimes we have ideas, but we don't know what to do with them. It's like they're really cool ideas, or there's something neat, but we're not sure, and somebody else can really help us sometimes brainstorm that or decide what to do. Let's go ahead and look at the Romance Oracle cards and see what message specifically we might have about your love life. You deserve love. You are lovable. Well, that's really important to know. I'm actually going to pick a second card for you guys as well. I feel the urge to do that. So you guys are lovable. If you're not already in a relationship, you know that, you're definitely lovable, and you deserve to be in a relationship, and you can have one. If you already are in a relationship, know that they probably love you deeply, and that you're a very lovable person, and that should, just continue to, they should continue to feel that way about you, which is great. Let's see what else. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, well, that's really cool. Maybe that's something you guys have been wanting to manifest in your life, as a new romantic partner. Maybe that's something you guys have been kind of lonely, and you haven't had somebody, and so maybe you just didn't necessarily feel like, it could come along, but maybe it can. And not only that, it might turn out to be beneficial to you in other areas of your life as well, and not just romantic life. So that's really exciting. So, just have faith. Have faith things are going to turn out for the better. The universe has got your back. The universe is going to help you through the month. And they're going to help you, get the world, and, get the things that you want and you deserve and you desire. So that's really awesome. I really like that. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to our charms, and then we'll do our oracle spheres, and we will do our angel numbers as well, so they've got an opportunity of putting their 2 cents worth in and letting know if there's any specific messages they have for you or things that they want you to look at. So let's go ahead and go on and do that. All right. All right. Well, this is intriguing. We do have the ship. So your ship might come in, which is very cool. We also have some other seafaring energies going on here. We have the crab, which signifies the 4th house in astrology, which is our home life, our family life, our moon energy again. So once again, it has that moon energy. But the moon also, one of the things a lot of people don't think of when they think of the moon, but they think of, it has to do with our, how we're seen in the public light, like, how the public sees us and interprets us and things like that. A lot of people don't think of the moon that way, because they think of, mysterious and all that kind of stuff, and you almost get a loner attitude with the moon. But it's not just that. It also deals with how crowds think about us, how the public thinks about us. So that's a really good sign. That's really cool. We do have the Two of Spades, which we have the Two of Wands as well. And to me, both of those cards are signifying a decision or a branch in the pathway of your life where you decide which path to take. Uh, Two energies are also a coming together energy. They're also taking the ideas from the ones and having them come together and be more of a cohesiveness in the twos. So that's possibly taking your ideas and actually um, putting them into some shape or form. Okay, is the way I see twos in a lot of ways. I also have the King of Diamonds and the King of Swords. We had the Queen of Swords earlier. We have lots of King and Queen energies here. And with those, I see lots of energy, um, lots of intelligent energy, but I also see a lot of just being willing to go after what you want. The Swords energies, the Queen and King both, they are no nonsense characters, and they are willing to just go for it. And I feel like that's kind of the energy you're going to be in the month of August, is you're going to be willing to go for it. But we also have like the King of sorry, it was the King of Diamonds, and we had some other Pentacle cards as well. And the King of Diamonds, he's more of the provider type. He's more of the abundance type. He's more of the providing for his family type. And I really feel like that's kind of the energy you're in too, is not just manifesting things, but being able to bring down to earth some things that you've been hoping for. We do have the winged moon here. Sometimes I see that as people up in heaven looking down on us and kind of giving us encouragement, but it's also the moon again. So once again, I feel like your intuition, your natural nurturing instincts might be something that's kind of important this month as well. And also your intuition, because we also had the Star Bunny here, which to me, that's another intuition based charm, but it's also one of getting your wishes come true kind of thing. It's sort of like the wish upon a star type of thing, or looking to the stars to get us. We do have the beautiful charm, which we were talking about. You deserve love and happiness, and this just goes along with that. This shows how beautiful of a person you are, how wonderful things are, and that's great, because for the month, that just kind of to me shows that this should be a month that inner beauty really shines and really comes out, and like what makes you unique and beautiful and all that should really rise to the occasion this month. Okay, we also have three letters here. We have F, U, and R, or fur. That can mean a lot of things. Furs can keep us warm and protected, or fur could be soft and gentle and something that we want to pet because it has to do with animals or other things like that. So that might mean something specifically to you guys. So I'm going to let you guys work on that on your own. There's other words that can be made with that, or they could be beginnings of words that might pop into your head. So I like to let that kind of go on its own and let you guys kind of figure that out as to what messages are going through there for you guys on that. Let's do our oracle spheres. Okay, and if you're unfamiliar with this, basically you think of a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer to. And you pick a stand. You have bronze, blue, silver, and green. And you pick a stand that you would like your answer to appear on, and then we go out and get our answers. Okay? So, hopefully you've had time to think of your question, and we'll go get our answers. Number 1, bronze, is a no. Number 2, blue, is a very likely. Number 3, silver, is a yes. And then the number 4 green is a not likely. All right, so our answers on that are number 1 bronze is no. Number 2 blue is very likely. Number 3 silver is a yes. And number 4 green is a not likely. All right, now let's go on and do our angel numbers. I always get excited over angel numbers. It's a great way for the angels to communicate certain specific messages to us, or some things they'd like us to focus on or pay attention to. But basically this works a lot like the oracle spheres. We have 5 different stands. We have purple, red, gray, green, and bronze. You pick which stand. We have angel numbers 1 through 55, and we pick them out here and we put them on the stands. So those are the specific angel numbers that the angels are trying to communicate something to you. You can pick more than one stand if you feel compelled to do so. Or you can utilize all 5 stands as your lucky numbers for the month. You can also pick out certain stands if they have certain lower numbers on them that you might use as specific days of the month that might indicate something might be important on that day. Or something like that. All right. So let's go ahead and get our numbers here. In the description, there are a couple of links to angel number websites where you can find out the meaning of each specific number, and that way it'll give you an idea of what the angels are trying to communicate to you specifically based on what the energies for that number are. All right, the number 1 purple is 51. The number 2 red is 22. The number 3 silver is 54. The number 4 green is 45. And the number 5 bronze is 20. So the number 1 purple is 51. The number 2 red is 22. The number 3 silver is 54. The number 4 green is 45. And the number 5 bronze is 20. So there's your angel numbers for the month. Guys, I hope there were some messages here that were useful to you. Thank you very much for coming to the reading. Please remember to check out the other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings out there that might be of interest to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. There's a pop-up link we're getting ready to pop up, as well as YouTube puts a link near our name that you can click on. If you hit the bell icon, you can be notified of future videos when they come out. That way you don't miss anything. Please remember to leave a link on your social media accounts to our account so that they get a chance to check out the channel and maybe have some great messages come through from them as well. We do put out videos every week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.